The other type of basket that we were going to look at is the basket made with strips rather than the tubes. And you have to kind of decide how big you want your base to be. So I'm going to go probably like 5 wide here. Okay. And I'm going to take my other pieces and we're going to be weaving these in and out of each other. But I'm gonna say maybe if I go for a rectangle basket, so I have 5 going the one way, and then this is 5, so maybe 6, 7. Okay, now how we're gonna do this is we're gonna have to kind of hold this down. I'm gonna get this closer to where you guys can see what I'm talking about. Okay, there we go. Okay, so I'm gonna hold this down. I'll go this way. I'm gonna hold it down. And I need to go over, under, over, under, over, under with these pieces. So I'm going to start going under, over, under, over, under. Okay, that's my first row. Okay, I want to make sure these pieces are nice and right next to each other. Okay, and then for my next row, it's going to be the opposite. So I have my piece here. I'm going to go, this one was over, so I'm going to go under that first piece, over this one, under, over, under. Nope. Backwards. Sorry. Let's try that again. I made a mistake. Over. There we go. Over. Goodness. You gotta pay attention because if you make a mistake, then it's not gonna be right. Oh, under. There we go. Sorry. So, my first one was under, over, under, over, under. Now I'm gonna go over, under, over, under, over. And I'm going to keep doing this for the rest of the pieces. So, okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's start that again. So just to get your first round, it might just be easier if you glue your first piece to your pieces, just so that they stay together. So I might do that. So I'm going to glue, this is my first piece, and I'm going to glue it to this first spot because that's my first over piece. And then this, I'm going to glue here. So I'm going to glue it to this first spot right there. So at least they stay together. And so I'll do that on the next one here. It's going to go over. I'm going to just do a little shot of glue, glue it. This is going to be here, a little shot of glue, glue it. So this piece you need to have a little bit more patience and a little bit more glue to kind of get you started with the weaving, just so that everything kind of stays put. As opposed to the other basket, the other way the basket goes, it just kind of wants to stay together. The way that it's made in like a spiral, it just kind of stays together a little bit better. So I'm just going to do this a little bit. Here we go. So now that all those are glued, I should be able to take this piece and flip it up. There we go. And now all those are kind of staying together. Perfect. Okay. So now I'm going to go to my next row. Here again, I'm going to go this way. Okay. And this piece is going to come straight up. And then this is going to go under here. And I'm going to do a little glue. Once you get this first round together, you shouldn't need glue. because the pieces will be staying upright. But just to kind of get you going so that these pieces, these spokes kind of stay up, you might need to do a little glue. Okay, and then I'm going to go under, do a little glue, straight up. This piece, make sure it's nice and together. This goes out here, there's a little bit of glue. And not a ton of glue, just a little dab of the glue stick. Okay, that's my second spot. Okay, and now I'm going to go here. Next one is going to go over. Turn it around. Okay, and on this one, a little glue, straight up. Okay, this one's on this side. You can kind of see that I'm still doing the over under, same kind of technique. It's just a little different because I have to kind of get these posts to stand up where I want them to. Okay. 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 Glue. Okay, and then this last one. Do a little glue. Now, we're almost to the end. This piece is going to go over like this. I'm trying to keep it nice and tight. But I'm coming to my last bit of my cardboard. My newspaper. So now what I'm going to do, it's my last little piece of newspaper. I got to grab another piece, and I can try to fit these two together before I glue this. And if your pieces are the same size, it should fit right in there. Okay, so I'm going to glue this again. It's going to go here. Okay, so just like in the other type of basket, the pieces should kind of fit into each other when you need more. Like you need a little length. And this one's going to go up here. Okay. Now, this last little tab here, to get the first row, I'm going to glue where I started. So this is my piece where I started from here, and this is the one I have right now. So I'm going to kind of glue those two together, and then that's going to bring my first round of my basket together. Okay. Kind of hold it. Okay. And then you can cut that first row of basket. Okay, so this is my first row. So as you can see, it's a little floppy, but then when I go do my next row, I'm going to do the opposite. Now I do a second row, I'm going to do the opposite. So if I start here, this one was over. So now I'm going to go under, over, under, over, under, over, under. Okay, now I'm to the corner. Okay, and then I'm going to go around my corner. And you see how I don't really need to use glue now because the pieces are kind of all sticking straight up. Under, over, under, over. Okay, so you can see I have a nice back and forth, these little squares. Okay, this is under. Okay, but you want to pay attention because I just undid everything I did because I pulled too hard. But that's going to be the process of getting your, once you do the first row and gluing all those pieces kind of down, then you can just do each row of another strip, going over, under, over, under, over, under, and until your basket is finished. That's it. So I'll show you in the next video how to finish the basket, but here's like our nice base. Okay, and depending on how wide you want your piece to be, if you want it to be a square, a bigger, longer rectangle, up to you. But that's my nice tight weave base, and then this is my first row of weaving, and then I just started my second. Okay, but I'm going to keep going up these spokes until I have a basket the way that I want.